Welcome and good morning. My name is Terrie Maguire. I'm Secretary for the Board of Trustees for Monte Vista Unitarian Universalist Congregation. We have some announcements today, and there are actually quite a few more than what I'm going to read to you. I'm going to give you the highlights, but you need to be sure you're getting on Thursdays every week the emailed announcements from our office. If you're not getting them and you want to, please contact Brenda in the office. Okay, today, right after service, we're having a new member class. This is for people who have expressed an interest in becoming a member, and we'll give you all the information you need. That's down in room 3, which is down that way. Also after service, a justice team meeting takes place in the founder's room. On Tuesday at 7 p.m. on Zoom is the usual Taco Tuesday. I am told by people who attend it regularly that it's quite enjoyable. On Wednesday, the 27th, this week, on Zoom at 7 p.m., there's a membership team meeting. The membership team does a lot of things for and around the church. And if you're interested in helping out in some way, either small or large, please express an interest in attending that meeting, and we'll get the link to you. Next Sunday, the 31st, is Easter Sunday, and apparently we are having an Easter egg hunt. Sounds like a bunch of fun. And the info I read said it was for adults and older kids too, not just little kids. So everybody should have a lot of fun. In April, we're going a little further forward now. This is your long-term planning. From April 26th to 28th, Pacific Southwest District is having their assembly in Ventura. These are quite enjoyable. There will be some business conducted, and it's important and it's nice for people from other congregations to get to know what's happening around the area. Our annual congregational meeting, this is important to our congregation. Will it take place on Sunday, May 19th at noon after service? Please plan on attending either via Zoom or here in person. There will be a lot of important things discussed, and I believe that's when we vote on the budget. Also, further even ahead, June 7th to 9th, there is a retreat weekend at De Benneville Pines with Pacific Unitarian Church. That's all I have for today. Again, please look at your Thursday announcements and ask questions of any of the board members or anyone else from one of the team's membership or anything else. Thank you very much. And now I'll bring up Paula Campbell, who's going to update our pledge drive for you.
Good Ostara morning to everybody. Palm Sunday, if you're of that mind. Glad to be with you here today. Hello, and a wonderful welcome to all of our friends who are joining us on Zoom this morning as well. The pledge, it says Carissa in the program, but Carissa had a family event, so she asked if another member of the finance team would help her out this morning. So the lady in red is who you want to look for when you need to turn in your pledge cards. If there's anybody here that has not yet received the pledge card or the accompanying letter, these guys here, if you just raise your hand, and David Adams will make sure that you get your card so that you can complete it today. We're going to be having a drawing. Anybody that's completed a pledge card will be eligible for the raffle that we'll be having right after service. This wonderful Easter basket that was donated by our own Kay Perlman is what we're going to be raffling off. And all you have to do is complete a pledge card in order to be eligible for this delightful little basket. So please do that. The theme for the pledge drive this year is making connections and building community. I played just a few of the items that I think are important to all of you and things to consider when you're making your pledge for the 2024 year, which starts July 1st and goes through June 30th. I'm delighted to see so many kiddos here today. I really missed seeing so many kids in service, so welcome, and you guys are going to have fun in your religious education classes this morning as well. But this is just a small representation. I got the choir up there. The new RE curriculum is going to be focusing on Harry Potter, Harry and the UU. We just put a new roof on our building, and that was quite a big nut to swallow. So if you're going to Camp de Benneville Pines, that's one of the things that a lot of the members, yay, also Terrie people are saying yay. That's one of the things that some of you who enjoy the outdoors like doing. We've got our 12 principals up there. We've got our wonderful minister and her pet Sadie, who's near and dear to my heart. This hat's got a little dog emblem on it. This is the one that I use when I take my dog to therapy sessions with lots of different people. But our box of blankets is up there representing some of the community outreach that we do. You may have noticed the sign when you were walking in about building homes for homeless. Those are just some of the things that we do here and some of the things that your pledge helps support. So please fill out your pledge statement, and I'll be standing in the back. You can give it to me. It is confidential, so please fold it in half so that it remains confidential, and then we'll put your name in the card for our drawing. And we like to have people speak at these events and tell us why this church is important to them and why they choose to pledge. And this morning we're pleased to have Karen Lane as our representative to tell us why it's so important to her. Thank you.
Hi. It's a reasonable question. Why do I, a person living on a budget that often requires hard choices, find supporting this church an easy choice? I love our UU values. However the principles are worded, this faith lets me live out my personal values. Our wider world often seems to prioritize competition, accumulation, consumption, things that matter on a basic level, but they leave me feeling cold. UUs in general, and the members of this church in particular, join me in focusing on justice and kindness and service. This is a community of which I'm proud. I love the growing I do here. I'm challenged to be my best self and then to keep on improving at that. I love the friends I'm making. I'm relatively new to Southern California. I moved here early in the pandemic. I drove across the country in my tiny Prius, and then I spent 2 weeks isolating in the Ontario Motel 6. It was really isolating. Even though I was moving here to join Chris, the best partner I've ever had. Finally, I feel safe here. The first time I came to this church, it was a Saturday. I'd been in California for several months, and I developed great relationships with Chris and his children, mostly adult kids. They're ours now. But then, inevitably, we had our first real challenge as a couple. I really needed to cry. And there wasn't anywhere to go. We have a 2-bedroom apartment. I didn't know what to do. And then I didn't have the cash for a motel room or something like that. I didn't want to fall apart at a park or a mall. But I'm a former UU admin. So I went to the website. I found this church. I was sitting in my car in the parking lot, sobbing. And John, who'd been here doing yoga, checked on me. His friendly welcome meant so much to me. It gave me hope that I wasn't really 3,000 miles away from my friends. You were here. I just hadn't looked yet. Thanks.
Good morning. Welcome. We sound the bowl 3 times. Once for those who came before, the Tongva people, who were the original stewards of this land and called it home long ago. We also honor those founding members who imagined and planted the growing, thriving congregation. Once for those of us here and now, blessed be. For our members, friends, and visitors, our staff, and our extended UU family, who all hold care and grow this beloved community that we know is our own. And finally, once for those who will come, for all we haven't met, who will come to find belonging here with us and call UUC their spiritual home in the days ahead. Because of the nature of our service this morning, the offering will be taken at this time in order to flow with the remainder of the ritual. So, honoring the stewardship of our beloved community, our generous offerings will now be given and gratefully received as our plate is shared with the International Convocation of Unitarian Universalist Women. Please come forward. And the baskets are on the altar that has been moved in place of for our Ostara ritual. So please come forward to place your offerings in the basket.
We are the hands of the goddess. In her honor, we celebrate Ostara, open to all who come to learn tolerance of diversity. Joining together in community, all peaceful peoples of the earth, we are the hands of the goddess. May clarity grow within us. Open our eyes to life's diversity. May we feel the pulse of all creation within us and a connection to all. Open our spirit to awareness. Fill our hearts with deeper understanding. May our lives be of service to the earth. We are the hands of the goddess. Open our hearts to the needs of those around us. Make our hands strong, sure, and gentle in her service. May we remember always that the goddess works through us. We are the hands of the goddess, and with her, we create peace in the world. Peace will be our budding flower.
We light our beloved chalice this morning as a reminder that regardless of our personal spiritual path, we can all focus on sending the power of peace and the strength of justice out into the world. And in these troubled times, the energy of our will is sorely needed. In the light and beauty of this flame there is peace, and may all upon whom it shines be blessed.
At this time, you don't need to rise. We're going to sing "Rise Up, O Flame" in the Gray hymnal number 362. We'll sing it 3 times. "Rise Up, O Flame." At this time, we would normally sing the children out, but Robert is already engaged in down in the other buildings. So at this time, Reverend Maggie?
It's okay. We're not that familiar with the hand mic, so. A prayer for the earth at Ostara. Through the dark earth, new hope is rising. In the dark of human souls, all hate is melting. As gentle as the rain falling, we call for earth healing. As the spring waters rise, so does pure feeling. And all upon this land there is a clearing of pollution and greed now disappearing. For the sake of peace and purification, so may it be in every nation.
We welcome you to our celebration of Ostara. Ostara, or the spring equinox, is an enchanted borderline time, outside of time, where a magical seam joins dark and light. From this moment on, the sun begins its journey into summer. Its light and warmth overtake the darkness of winter until its power peaks at the summer solstice in June. Spring equinox is the sunrise of the year, a time of renewal. We stand at a point of equilibrium, balanced between past and future, light and dark. The waning powers of winter are evenly matched by the waxing powers of the summer. This ceremony celebrates that. But remember, balance is not a static state. If it were, nothing would progress and nothing new could be learned. It is in the completion of each cycle and the venturing into the next that wholeness is achieved. The mythologies of our ancestors tell us many stories of deities whose lives begin anew at Ostara, when they were restored to us from the dark underworld which had captured them. Today, we celebrate the renewal of our Mother Earth and the renewal of our own lives at this sacred spring season.
Festival of equal balance, night with day and dark with light. Day of the sun poised in the heavens before his slow descent. Last day of the reign of night. Time of bright beginnings and new growth. Feast of the goddess and her promise of richness. Feast of the youthful god, giver of grain and the greening vine. Hail to you, bright maiden, with your arms full of flowers. Hail to you, youthful sun, as you begin your ascent into the bright times. Now is the waxing of the sun, the time of anticipation, time of birth and renewal. Time for embracing the light. As we are renewed, we thank the darkness of the underworld before we are reborn into the newness of light and peace. Blessed be the dark. We welcome the light. In this moment between time, we wish to give thanks to our bountiful goddess and God and feel ourselves a part of the always nurturing wheel of life and death and rebirth. Let all who would honor them enter into their protective circle.
At this time, turn in the gray hymnal to page 389. We'll sing this 3 times, gathered here in the mystery of the hour. And also at this time, turn to the gray hymnal, or to the teal hymnal, and the words will also be on the screen, of number 1067, Mother Earth, Beloved Garden. Okay.
North. Abundant One, Spirit of Earth, your children invite you here. Come from the mountains of midnight, with new strength and vigor appear. You are the field of our pleasure. You are the source of our might. Abundant One, Spirit of Earth, keep us strong through our right. Sacred element of earth, I call you.
Winged One, Spirit of East, Spirit of Air, your children invite you here. Come on the winds of the sunrise, give us your vision clear. You are the gentle spring breeze, you are the glory of flight. Winged One, Spirit of Air, keep us wise through our right. Sacred element of air, I call you.
Their inspiration holds together all that lives. As we breathe, our minds see clearly, leading us to love and give. Raging whirlwind, whisper breezes, violent gale and gentle cloud. With the blade as sharp as morning east, we ask you be here now.
Fierce One, Spirit of Fire, your children invite you here. Come with your blazing noon passion, banish all sorrow and fear. You are the flickering candle, you are the bonfire bright. Fierce One, Spirit of Fire, keep us brave through our right. Sacred element of fire, I call you.
Transformers share the passions of the sun.
one, Spirit of water, your children invite you here. Come on the waves of the sunset. Bring us joy and good cheer. You are the well of deep comfort. You are the crashing wave height. Swift one, Spirit of water, keep us secure through our right. Sacred element of water, I call you.
Sister water ever flowing, ocean, river, pond, and rain, drink we now and quench our thirsting, cleanses us and we begin. Mist and ice, a host of changes, all that courage will allow. With the cup, the holy chalice, yes, we ask you to be here now.
Radiant One, bright universal spirit, your children invite you here. Come from beyond the source of light. We call on you to hover near. You are the source of our highest good. Fill our souls with beauty bright. Radiant One, bright spirit, uplift us throughout our right. Sacred element of spirit, I call you.
Our spirit intuition in the center of our souls. In your love we find relation. All connected we are whole. Timeless mystery, quiet conscience, deepest values, voice inside. With the drum and with the cauldron, this we ask you be our guide.
Oh, may this circle be set apart for our holy purposes. Goddess of the moon and all its blessings, Goddess of the restless sea, Mother, we are your children called. We call your presence from the shining lake. We call your power from the standing stones. We call your love from within and all around us. Mother with 1,000 voices, ever waxing, ever waning, come if you will to our service today. Hail and welcome.
I hear your heart, child of the earth. I am Protonoia, the thought that lives in the light. She who existed before the all. I move in every creature. I am the invisible one with the all. I am perception and knowledge, uttering a voice by means of thought. I am the real voice. I am Merothea, the glory of the mother. I am mystical eternal silence. I am grace, who is before all things. I am incorruptible wisdom. Seek me in the still, quiet center of your soul. There, listen and heed.
You join us in singing Ancient Mother and singing. It's in the Greene hymnal. It also will be on the screen. We will sing it 3 times.
Ancient Mother, I hear you calling. Ancient Mother, I hear your song. Ancient Mother, I hear your laughter. Ancient Mother, I taste your tears. Ancient Mother,
God of the sun and all its blessings, God of the ancient groves, Father, we who are your children call you. We call your strength from the oak. We call your wisdom from the mountain. We call your wisdom from within and all around us. Father of 1,000 names, ever loving, ever dying, come if you will to our circle today. Amen.
I hear your call, child of the earth. I, who am the Lord of the hunt and the power of the light, sun among the clouds and the secret of the flame, I call upon your bodies to arise and come unto me, for I am the flesh of the earth and all its beings. You are my children, and I am your father. On swift night wings it is I who lay you at the mother's feet to be reborn. These are part of the mysteries found within yourself. Within me, all beginnings have endings, and all endings have beginnings.
Please be seated. Hand to hand and heart to heart, this circle is cast between the worlds. At this time, it used to be very easy because we divided the congregation into two sides. Well, all of a sudden, we have a third group. So if you wish to divide or choose whichever side you wish, we would like to do the Antiphonal Chant. So we'll have East and West. Okay, starting with East.
Lovely maiden of spring, the chains of your wintry prison have fallen away.
You are the fair one who brings joy and new life. Now is the greening when the cycle begins anew.
May the strength of the old enter into the new,
Making all things strong and giving new life.
Awake, all creatures in the realm of earth, awake.
Greet the maiden goddess who heralds the coming of spring.
We pass behind us the darkness of winter.
The light and dark are for a moment equal. The sky fills with light and warmth.
The sun warms the land beneath our feet and gives light to all in its path. You will into the path which lies ahead. The wheel turns on. After tonight, the light will embrace the darkness. Time will broken rounds, day with the night, and night with darkness. Blessed be the dark, blessed be the light.
Now this is a video that it will, I think, have 3 divisions. It's on the screen, and Darius, if you will put it up, we will be singing Be Still and Know.
Pardon me? Pay no attention to
Once more, the wheel of the year returns us to Ostara, the vernal equinox, when time is in balance, with equal hours of darkness and light. The earth seems to pause for a moment before continuing on her journey around the sun. The actual date was March 19th, so we are a bit late. However, the spirit will still persist. In the spirit of this season, I call upon Reverend Maggie for a most joyful ceremony.
Hello and good morning, everyone. What a special day. We have been brought together today by the Oberhofer-Vides families for this joyous occasion that they will share with us as we dedicate and welcome their 3 children into this circle of love. For every child is born a miracle, and each one is a new way for us to recognize the power of love. Today is a day that we give thanks for the ways that power thrives in community. A day to recognize that no one is brought up alone. And a moment to mark our awareness that every child is a blessing to us all. So welcome to this sacred space that we co-create this morning as we dedicate ourselves to the care and tending of Carson, Peyton, and Kinsley's beautiful lives. We take this time to recognize all who have gathered in our sanctuary today, those who are joining us online, and those who are with us with no separation of distance and time. We honor the beloved ancestors who have left this world, but not our hearts, and we welcome them here with us now as we light a second chalice. A chalice that is a gift to the family when the ceremony is over. We'd light this chalice flame for these 3 children, for our ancestors and for us, celebrating the tradition of Unitarian Universalist flame within us, honoring the light of faith that each of us bring into the world, and rejoicing in the community that we create together with great honor. We rejoice in this community gathered today to celebrate and dedicate the lives of Carson James. Hi. Peyton Robert. Yay. And Kinsley Rose. Oberhofer-Vides. Yeah. I'd like to invite Reverend Ellen Livingston, who has been a big part of Mom's life and everyone's life for the longest time. Come on up, Ellen. She has a reading for us today. It's written by one of our UU ancestors, Sophia Leinvaz. Ellen, can you come around? I'll give you the microphone so the folks on Zoom and on the recording. Yeah, we're Zooming and we're recording. You can hold that right to your mouth.
Yes. Hello, everybody. What a wonderful group. What a great celebration. This is one of my favorite rituals we ever have. This is by one of our ancestors, and Sophia Lyon Falls, who was the one who really started our religious education program, and she was ordained at the age of 81. So there's hope. She writes, "For so the children come, and so they have been coming, always in the same way. They come, born of the love of the universe, of heaven, yet each night a child is born is a holy night. Fathers and mothers sitting beside their children's cribs feel glory in the sight of this child and these children, their journey just beginning. They ask, where and how will this new life unfold? A time for singing, a time for wondering, a time for love. Each night, a child, each child is born, is a holy night."
Thank you, Ellen. Do you want your, Ellen? don't know if you want this. That love is present with us and manifest in these children, Carson, Peyton, and Kinsey. Has called us to this time, that same love has called us to this time, and it is our time to dedicate them and honor them and welcome them into our congregational life. I have some questions that I will ask, and hopefully, we didn't rehearse this. It's gonna be from the heart, okay? The questions, and the parents will respond, we will, and then I'll address the grandparents and guide parents. Yeah, don't worry. Although it is you, you know, it could be anything. Kyle and Devin, will you promise to love and guide your children according to who they are and who they're meant to be?
We will.
We will.
Will you raise them to love justice, to grow spiritually, and to live with compassion?
We will.
Will you encourage them to live out their lifelong dreams?
We will.
Grandparents, guide parents. Will you promise to be a positive, supportive presence in the lives of these children as examples of love, compassion, justice, and fun? Yes. Will the circles of your connection extend to include the life lessons and treasured moments that you'll share as you write new stories together? And to the congregation, will you promise to welcome and love these children?
We will.
Will you help raise them by your example of living our faith and of loving justice and of living with compassion?
We will.
And will you extend kindness to them and encourage them to live out their dreams?
We will.
Now let us bless Carson, Peyton, and Kinsey with oil and with the prayers of our hearts. Now, Mom and Dad, if you would come up, I have some oil here on the altar. If one of you would hold the oil, the other could dip in. Just put a little drop on their foreheads. Carson, Peyton, and Kinsey, you have come among us as one who is so blessed already. But on this special occasion, we also bless you with this oil as a symbol of dedication and love. May you always find your thirst quenched. May you know the joy of hard work. May your tears be cared for and tended to. May you dance in the rain and jump in the pools and puddles. May you know the joy of a good laugh. And may you find your voice through song, whispers, and shrieks. May this oil always serve to remind you of the divine spark of all creation that is in you. May it inspire your commitment for love and justice. May you be kept warm by this community that surrounds you. And may everywhere you go be blessed by your presence. It is my great joy, friends, that I present to you Carson James, Peyton Robert, and Kinsley Rose. We welcome you among us. We give thanks for your life and for the new hope that you guys bring to the world. And in a moment, you'll be invited to be the first through the portal into spring. But I think Dad has something that he wants to say first.
You said it all. You said it way better than I could.
No, you were going to say something about each child, please.
All right.
It's okay.
All right.
Yeah, do it.
All right.
You got to hold it close to your mouth like that.
All right. Hello. All right. Carson, wave. All right. Carson, our firstborn, 7 years old now. Our first adventure into parenthood and our most challenging. Is a very loving, smart, exceptional young man. He loves his Xbox and doing 750-piece puzzles. Yeah?
Actually 1,000.
He graduated. I know life is like a puzzle. There are many pieces to it, and it is sometimes messy, but you have all the love and support in the world. We proclaim our commitment to guiding you on a path of compassion, curiosity, and understanding. All right, Peyton. Hey, Peyton, give him away. Say hi. All right. Peyton, our second born, you are a reincarnation of Evel Knievel if I ever saw one. You are adventurous, curious, and have both unlimited energy and curiosity. We will be here to encourage exploration, creativity, and resilience. And please, keep us laughing. All right. Kinsley, this little 7-month-old here. She's our third born. This surprise was not planned, but very welcomed. Both Peyton and Carson love this little girl, always wanting to hold her and make her laugh. Perhaps Kinsley will tame these wild boys and bring some softness to the crazy. I won't hold my breath. We celebrate and affirm our commitment to nurturing and supporting our daughter's journey of love, learning, and spiritual exploration. As parents of these 3 amazing humans, it has been a fulfilling journey, ever evolving. We love you unconditionally, Carson, Peyton, and Kinsley, and devote ourselves to you shining as bright as the sun.
Perfect. I'm glad we didn't miss that.
Will the guardians and attend? Oh, okay. Oh.
These little things that I'm going to give to Mom. These are their names. They were supposed to be friendship bracelets too, but it's okay. They won't fit on your wrist. Save it for later, okay? Is that okay, Jeanne Coats? That's yours to take home. Thank you.
Okay, now I need my guardians to take the portal. If you will hold it up for just a moment. As you can see, one half of the portal is springtime, the other half is autumn. And so let's put the springtime forward. And as you go through, you guys are going to go the other way. Yeah, this way. Yeah, there you go. And so they hold the portal up, and you will step in forward and step beside it, and then we'll come over.
I'll be a sample.
And then pause for a moment and ponder what you wish to leave behind in the dark times, and that which you wish to bring forward. And so traditionally we celebrate in this way, leaving behind what you wish in the dark times and bringing forward into the bright times. And we have been fortunate to have been able to provide this and do this for several times now. This morning, however, I invite Carson, Peyton, Kinsley, and their parents to come forward and be the first to pass through the portal. And after that, people line up and go through. And it may take us a while, but that's fine. We'd love to have you all do this. So. One at a time. Well, yeah, if you can all fit in the portal, that's fine. But okay.
Stay
stay for a picture, and then also, if you will, take an egg from the basket for each of your children. I invite the rest of you, if you will come this way and take a stone from the basket and place it in the bowl of water, and then take your egg. Confusion. We have put them back. A little bit of logistic issue here. There now. There we go. blessed be. Stephanie, blessed be. Blessed be. A true miracle of spring.
Little interruption here. I wasn't sure if everyone understood, but I just want to point out that our beloved Joyce Armenta is here with us. She's got her granddaughter Stephanie and her two great-grandsons. and the baby that we have been praying for since she came into the world much too early. Little baby Sammy is with us today, so.
A true Ostara miracle. Thank you so much for coming. All right, everyone? Days of work and hours of pleasure, gratitude circles now full measure, forest lord and moonlight's daughter, earth and air and fire and water. Bless this company as we leave, love to each unto their need. Blessings from our goddess reign until we come to meet again.
May the blessings of the goddess and God rest upon us. May their peace abide within us. May their wisdom illuminate our souls now and forevermore. The circle is open, yet unbroken. Merry meet and merry part and merry meet again. Blessed be.
Our closing song will be Rising Green, and it will be from Singing the Journey in number 1068. And we will sing all verses. Extinguish our chalice this morning. May its light of love continue in our hearts to light our way, guiding us with its steady flame throughout the week until we gather to light once more on the Sunday to come. Blessed be.